How is Ant-Man as a teammate? We see the charisma. We see the charm.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yes.
He's outgoing.
Yes.
All the
Very
players.
Atlanta.
Oh, bro. We saw him at the Olympics.
Yeah.
He talking to Steph. So, but Steph ain't showed up for the last 3 days. But I'm glad he showed up when I'm glad he showed up when he did. That's Ant.
Yeah.
What's he like on and off the court?
I mean, on the court, you see what he is. He's a competitor, fierce competitor. He loves competing. He loves. He's one of those guys when you play at the park. If you tell him, yo, come to the park, we're going to play basketball, he always show up. Right. He always going to show up, for sure. You know you got a teammate with him.
Right.
So, and off the court, man, it's just, like you said, charismatic, funny, maybe the funniest player on our team. Wow. And we got some funny guys on our team. So he's one of those guys you really are super appreciative and blessed to be able to be in a locker room with them. They just bring the morale up. And I think that's rare for someone as young as he is, as talented as he is, and what we ask from him every single night, to be able to bring that kind of energy to the locker room. Like Mike Conley said one time, he makes him feel young again.
Right. When you hear Ant, they talk about, well, he could be the next face of the NBA.
I think he can.
He reminds a lot of people of Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about him? What is it about that makes you, and you said it as soon as I was saying it, you're like, he can. What makes you so sure?
Well, before we get to that, I think what we need to also understand is, I know he reminds people a lot about Jordan, but why not just Ant? Mm-hmm. He could be the first Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
I don't
which ain't bad.
Which ain't bad at all. Which ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
Well, he said, yeah, third.
Yeah.
So, I think he has the charisma. Age is on his side. Mm-hmm. He has the athleticism. And
he got better at shooting the ball.
He got better at shooting. I think he could do it. I think he could do it. And this is a very guard-friendly league. And he's a guard that has not only the skill, but the intangibles needed to really be the face of the NBA for years to come. And I think that, he got good vets around him. And Mike Conley's been amazing for him. So
right.
I think he could do it. I think he could really do something special. And I think what also could help is winning. And we've shown winning, starting to do that. So if we can win at the highest level, what can you can't tell Ant nothing.
Right.
So imagine you put a ring too with a championship. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Oh man, we can't tell him nothing.
Cat, of all the teammates that I've seen you have in the NBA, and I'm on the outside looking in, I don't know this to be true, but it just seems to me, you have the best relationship with him. Yeah. And you take criticism, you take coaching, you take praise from him better than any other teammate. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I apologize. What is it about him and your relationship that you're so accepting of the advice, the input that he gives you?
I just want to help him grow in every single facet of his game, not only his game, but his life. I want to help him be a better man. I want to help him be a better, to his brothers, a better brother. I want to be able to help him the ways I feel that sometimes I couldn't get that help. Because, I was in a situation. I know how it feels to be him in that situation. Number one pick, whole state asking you to help save him and to help him bring a championship home. And I just wanted to be a support system for him any way possible I could. So I want to help him grow, and I think in helping someone achieve their full potential, and something that I feel that I'm going to continue to work not only as a leader, but just helping him as a brother. Right. You got to let them be free. You can't give them too much constraint. Right. Maybe sometimes I got to tell him, maybe you should have said that. Maybe you should scale back on doing this. Maybe you take this one on. I got it. I'll take this conversation on, and I'll have this convo with whoever it is. I just want him to be himself, and I've stressed that to him since day one. So all I try to do every single day is make sure Ant's as comfortable as possible and he could be himself as much as possible.
You want to see Ant do the dunk contest?
I do. He don't want to though.
Really?
I do.
So we get Ant, we get Ja, we get Zion, we get Zach LaVine to come back. I don't know if we're going to get AG because AG said, y'all done robbed me twice. Right?
Yo, AG said,
hell no.
You ain't going to go to the bank with me twice to go rob the bank. You're going to leave me there.
So we get those four guys. Because let's be honest, dunk contest, because the names aren't there. You used to get the Dr. J's and the Michael Jordan and the Clyde Drexlers. Yeah. You got the players that were like the best players that could dunk, the Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah.
Now we're getting guys, and that's no slight. That's no slight to anybody that's won the dunk contest. Congratulations. But it's kind of hard to continuously sell when the guy that's winning, he's not even in the NBA.
Okay.
Or the guys that's
But what happens if that dude is the best dunker?
But he ain't in the NBA.
But he the best dunker.
I mean, that's like saying the best receiver ain't even in the NFL.
You talk about two different sports. You talk about two different sports.
But I think it would if it would.
I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say those back in the day you used to have the stars out there.
Yeah, they did it.
Doing the dunk.
They did it. Because that's what we get in the 3-point competition.
But look at this, yo, like
we get in the 3-point competition. We get Steph. We get Dame. Clay's participated.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the Buddy Hield, a lot of the great 3-point shooters.
They're shooting.
They participate.
Yeah.
But the great dunkers, for whatever reason, even Kobe did it.
I just feel like, you know, we in a new era with social media. We got more eyes. We got more chances to see more talent. You know, I understand the stars is, you know, Anthony Edwards, Zion, Ja Morant. I mean, they're enticing names who have the ability to use athleticism at the highest level in game. I just feel, but you never know. Like these dudes, like Mac McClung is amazing dunker, and he's a great dunk contest dunker.
Yes,
and there's a reason why he wins.
Let me ask you this. Has the dunk lost its appeal because of the 3-point shot?
I think public scrutiny has kind of messed with the perception of the dunk contest. I think we're seeing dunks. Jacob Toppin was doing some crazy dunks himself. And shout out to him.
Because what was he going to do? He like bounced it off the floor between his leg like a 360 something?
Hey, I was there. I watched it with my own 2 eyes. I seen some dunks I ain't never thought was possible.
Wow.
And Mac McClung did some amazing dunks.
Yes.
Jacob Toppin did some amazing dunks. So it's like, we seeing dunks. Like, so if you had the same dunk and you changed the name on the back of the jersey, does that still change the fact we all have seen a dunk that's never been done?
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I understand the back of the jersey, I get that, but there's guys out here who are using that dunk contest as an opportunity to prove what they are to the NBA and to the game of basketball. And you know, for them to have that opportunity, I think it's special. Especially people like Mac McClung.
And he deserved to win.
Yeah.
So it ain't hey, don't get me wrong.
No, I get you. I get exactly what you're saying. I think, but I think sometimes as fans, we get so caught up in the names in the dunk contest, we're not caught up in the art of the dunk contest, you know?
But at some point in time, the creativity. I mean, you see some of these guys, these and one, I mean, some of these dunkers on YouTube. Yeah. And then people are like, well, we'll get some of those guys. Yeah. But I'm like, at some point in time, I mean, you got to run out of creativity. What you really drop over like 10 people? We still making 18-wheeler? I mean, what?
Hey, all I got to say is we still making new music.
Yeah.
And new sounds.
Right.
And music been around longer than basketball.
Okay.
So there's always a possibility to have some new tricks.
So you don't have a problem with the props? Because a lot of times, I don't know when the props came in.
Yeah.
It seems like now, at some point, I mean, Dominique was a power dunker. Jordan elevated through the era. You had Vince Carter.
So let me ask you this. The dunks you've seen now in present day NBA, let's just get...
Oh, they're way better than what I saw in the past.
Okay.
Hey, yeah. I mean, Zach LaVine going through the free throw line between his legs.
And I still don't think people understand. That was the first time he's ever tried the dunk.
Within the contest?
Then.
Wow.
That's the first time he's ever tried to dunk. Because I asked him, I said, Zach, I've never seen you even attempt it. He's like, honestly, I ran out of dunks. So I just went up there and did the first thing I could think of. It was the first time he's tried it.
Wow.
He's never, like, for me to even say he's practiced it, he could have said, I practiced it, I missed it. I just said, I'm going to go for it. He's never tried it. That was his first time.
The man tried a dunk for the first time in competition, and basically it sealed the win because he jumped for the free throw line.
And what, double overtime?
Yes.
Double, triple overtime in the dunk contest.
Basically. You had some characters as teammates. You had Patrick Beverly.
Oh, yes.
You had Jeff Teague.
PB.
You had KG.
Yes.
Who's the funniest teammate you had?
I'm not gonna lie, Ant's up there.
Yeah, I forgot Ant.
Andre Miller's up there.
Really?
Yes, my rookie year, Andre Miller. KG, of course. Jeff Teague. Shout out to Jeff Teague, man. I'm so happy to see him doing what he's doing.
Club 520. Check it out.
Man.
Club Shay
Shout
Shay.
out to Jeff Teague, man. I've been told when we was teammates, he need to be telling stories. He's the best storyteller. And I see now people are getting to recognize that. I love that. I love that. He's always been great at that. Man. D'Lo's up there. He's really funny.
Wow. Okay.
Man, I've been blessed to be with. I've been blessed in a way to be with so many teammates and to meet so many people at different stages of life, and to be able to communicate with them, share energy with them, and be able to call them a teammate is a blessing, and it's an honor that I don't take lightly.
Do you believe that every teammate, a lot of the teammates that you've mentioned, do you believe you've met them at the appropriate stage of your career? Do you look back and says, man, now, if I had met him a little earlier, that'd have been perfect. If I'd met him a little later, that would have been even better.
Perfect. It was perfect for me. I can't go back looking at this timing, that timing. It was the perfect timing for me in my life. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy that I had that moment, whether it be, a short amount of time or years of calling them my teammate. It was perfect timing. God puts people in your life at the perfect time, and I don't doubt that. So it was the right timing for me. Whether they helped me grow as a man, helped me grow as a player, it was perfect timing.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because we like to do something before two something.